So recently I finished building the Lego Tower of Terror, which is my biggest Lego creation yet, and there was a lot that went into that, so I've already covered videos for the Haunted Mansion and part of Fantasyland, part of Liberty Square that I built right before. Almost finished, well, kind of, I don't know. I finished a bit of it, then I broke it to build the Tower of Terror, and before that I built a Haunted Resort, which I didn't quite finish either, and I broke that to build the Haunted Mansion. And so I have a video covering that one too. But before that, there was one more pretty big project that I did, and this one, luckily, I actually did finish. So today I'm going to show you this Lego haunted house I built. It was pretty big, got a full interior, not quite as big as the ones that came after it. And like the projects I did after this, I was inspired a lot by the Monster Fighters series from a while ago. That was my favorite as a kid. So you'll probably see a lot of those kind of details in here. So on the outside, you may notice I put a moon, I guess, with the face on it, just kind of floating there. And we've got the graveyard in front, garage on the side. Looking closer at some of these details outside, in the garage on the side, the car coming out, I didn't get any closer pictures of that or of the garage or inside. We've got this ghost that you can see through the window of the second story. And then there's the graveyard. There's a zombie, a werewolf, some gravestones, pathways, plants. And at the front door, we've got the trick-or-treaters walking up the path. So, I took a bunch of update pictures as I went, and this first one, not really that important, except you can see there's a storage closet there, and it's got the ghost, spider web, so you can't really see that in any of these other shots. On this first floor, we've got the entrance, stairs, and there's some pictures there on the stairs. And I guess a living room, and then a kitchen and the dining room. In the living room, there's the grandfather clock, the organ, a fireplace, and next to the fireplace there's some presents. That's kind of an Easter egg. I also had Santa at the top of the roof next to the chimney, so that's all just an Easter egg, I guess. And there's a couch, table, some other details. In the dining room, we've got the table, chairs, and I guess just a bunch of random things. And that connects to the kitchen. There's the zombie chef and a bowl of snakes. And just outside of the kitchen, there's a doorway that leads to this garden. And the garage would also be right next to this. But there's some goblin heads growing in the garden with potions next to them. The second story wasn't finished in this picture, but it is the only picture I had with the second story on top of the first story, so you can see the stairs and the pictures there. And here's the second story. We've got a bedroom, a library, and the evil scientist lair, just a little section. So here's the bedroom, and it's got a balcony which you can see just on the side over here. And there's a bunch of details: the bed, closet, a bathroom. Then in the library, there's bookshelves, of course, a table, and there's actually a door with a lock on it right next to that, and a key in the book. And that's what led to the evil scientist layer, which I never got like a really good picture of, so that's the best picture I've got. And back in the library, there's also this ladder which can fold open, and that's what leads to the attic. So right here, that hole, I guess, is where the ladder would be so that you can get into the attic. And there's really just a bunch of random details in here. Not super organized or anything. And from there, on the other side, right where that ghost is, there's actually a pit, and that falls all the way down to the basement, and that hole actually stays there in each floor. You can kind of see in the back there, that's where it falls to. I don't know why I added that in there, I just did. Just a big pit, I guess. And so here's a look at the basement. This one's also a lot of random details like the attic. And there's the vampire in his coffin there. A cave. And just up there on the top right corner, that was supposed to be an entrance that could connect to the garage as either an entrance or exit. And there was like a trapdoor under there. Again, I never got a picture of inside the garage, but yeah, that was another entrance. So here's a look at some of the details of the basement. So that's the whole interior and exterior of the haunted house I built. So after the haunted house, I broke that, built the haunted resort. From that, the haunted mansion, Liberty Square. And finally from that, I built the Tower of Terror. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. You can watch those other videos of what I built after that on my channel, or other Disneyland or Disney World rides built in Lego. And subscribe so that you don't miss more. Thanks for watching.